Hey guys, welcome. And before we start, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. If the sound's good, just a thumbs up or anything. Test, test. Test, test. Alright, so what are we watching today? Alright, so what going to go through overnight. So we ran certain lows, we printed new equal lows here, and we've got this liquidity from PMI yesterday that's still in our reach, and then we've got that bigger equal highs, the daily equal highs of them. So I'm expecting there's no red for the news today, so I don't know if Trump's gonna do something later, but I would want to see how price trade either from here. There's the market open now, so let's see where it's going to go. It would be nice if we come down to these equal lows and then target those liquidities up there. Okay, let's keep an eye on this. Like the liquidity here, equal lows, liquidity. Let's make it bigger so people can read it. Okay, so run this high. Let's have a look at something quickly. 3 o'clock is here. So there's the high, there's the low. So that's the high in line with that. Those liquidity, and here's the low. Equal lows, definitely worth targeting. Okay, let's see. Break a structure here. All this liquidity, equal lows. Maybe take a short here in that pullback. See if we can take it down. Don't know if that short actually triggered. It did. Right, so off the bat, I don't know if this is going to be the right move. Only reason is I took this, looked at this liquidity that we ran here, and now I'm trying to see if we can close low here to take us down to this equal lows. I mean, there's a little fair value gap up here. So I want to see what the opening gap looks like. Okay, so we did open filling this some of this gap. So let's see if we want to run away and then maybe come back later. Okay, so we need to see this break of structure close through. So for now, this is the protected high. I don't want to put my stop there. So I'll just play it by see our price actually play out here. Okay, so we've got this big rejection, a push away or shift away, break in structure. This could be the pullback type of scenario to go lower. Okay, just making sure everything's still connected. Okay, so now we hovering around here again. Okay, so we're back up in this fair value gap. Let's see if we can hold price down there. Like I said, it's no news. Okay, so that's obviously not looking great. I see that fair value gap. I just want to see if it can close below it. If it closes above it, I'll probably just take it off. The key is to break structure down here. That's why I probably should have just closed it there. I just want to see. It's still in the fair value gap, so so we're in that 50%, so maybe this is a swing high forming to send price lower here. But we are at risk here because price can bounce here and run higher. Just want to see something quick. Okay, so that is the first presented fair value gap. It's this one here. I'll make it purple. Oh well, look. See, now we've got two overlapping fair value gaps here. I mean, I'm still holding this trade, and the reason being is we ran up aggressively and reject immediately. Aggressive push down, break structure, consolidate. This could be the manipulation to expand lower. Again, same mistake as yesterday. This entry should have been up here, not down here. But it's fine for now. We want to see if this is the manipulation. We want to see break and structure close below it to actually target this lower equal lows. And I don't know why I'm making the same mistake every single day. So in theory, there's no fair value gap here above 50%. So maybe 50% of this wick could have been an entry, but yeah, let's see. So I think the core entry or the core setup is most probably going to set up here when we take profit down here, when this thing decides to come lower. Would this have been an entry? Yeah, at 50%, not at this fair value gap. But yeah, I was a bit too eager to take the entry too early. Okay, so now we want to see expansion down. So we've got expansion, consolidation, manipulation. Now we want to see expansion down. And remember, once we taken this out, we want to come back up to this 454 level. So we did break a structure here, but this bigger structure slightly broken. This looks like it's bouncing back. So we want to see the structure get broken now. Okay, so this is a protected high after the structure get broken here. Form a new swing low. So we want to see price move through this. Okay, there's a swing low. Be nice to see a retesting swing high and then sell off here. Right, let's see how this, if we're going to get this move. I like the reaction here, so hopefully this will become our new swing point to send price to this break and structure here. Okay, so from this high down to this low, this is your first 15-minute range, just to show you guys. If we break, and this break of structure lines up with that low, if we, in this case, I would consider obviously the short if we break here, and this would be your just gonna put it there, your orb traders who's taking this breakout here, but I need to close there. See if we can get it. Oh gosh. Okay, so this equal lows here, that's my target. We're breaking structure here, which is a good sign. I'll reduce my risk in a minute. Oh, you're not breaking the structure by closing below it, so I can't move my risk to this level here. No fair value gaps here, so I want to see this push lower here. See if we can get the momentum. Come on, baby, push. Give us a good start here. Give us 2 good trades. All right, so I'm going to reduce my risk to 280 now. See if we can get this 1.8. All right, we basically took the shorts here, clear rejection on that liquidity, shift below, break of structure, consolidation, pull back into that first fair value gap, break down, break structure, come back, and now we're breaking structure as we go down, all the way down to this equal lows. And we entered the short up here. We reduce our risk to $280. So now we want to see if we can get all the way down to this 1.8. And then I'm going to look for some sort of a reversal here to take it up to PMI's high from yesterday. Okay, so we're forming a little fair value gap here. See if that's going to be there. That could trigger people who want. I wouldn't take it here. Okay, so there's a low. Break of structure. What's this one here? Now let's see if this. Let's leave it there for now. Alright, so it looks like we hopefully going to get there. There's your fair value gap. I'll sell another 10 there and see. Okay, I want to see a structure break here. I just added some to my position at this fair value gap. Fair value gap, yeah. Only reason I did that, we broke structure here, momentum down, expecting something, price to return there and try to sell off from that. There's no swing points here for me to reduce my risk. If we break structure here, I can bring my risk to break even. But I need to break this low. If we break this, we're most probably going to just go there. Okay, so this is the new low. Let's see if we can get that break down. Okay, so let's see if we can push lower now. Okay, so we're in the macro zone now, so we could see run of liquidity and then pull back. Like we saw that little spike there. But look, there's 20 minutes and I'm sure we're going to get this in 20 minutes. Could want to spike above this high, yeah. Come on, I know you want to get there. Okay, we might want to run this little high and then pull back in here. This little high here and then pin, pull back and then sell off. This is the new low. Let's see if we can get that break of structure, but then we most probably gonna be down there. Don't like the close there, so let's see if we can get a bigger push down. I'm still leaving my stop above this protected high here. It is far away, and only because I took an extra trade in this fair value gap. New swing point forming here would be perfect in this fair value gap where we run this high, the swing point here, and then if we do, then this should be the next target, and if we break through there, that should hopefully pull us or pick us up there. But it looks like we want to maybe do some sort of a pullback here first. This will be annoying if price come all the way up here. Let's have a look. In a deep premium on this little zone here that we've marked out. So let's see if we want to come down. That's a pity. Okay, so this is still my protected high because of the break in structure here, break in structure there, and we didn't break structure here, but two break in structures with a push down. That should hold this. It moved from this high to that high because we broke structure here and then we sold off. If this thing runs up, and if price runs up here and stop me out, then it's just one of those things, and we might then want to go higher to this level there. But let's see, it's not over until it's over. Maybe we inverse from here again to go lower. Okay, let's see if we can break below this fair value gap, not just break but close there. Okay, so now we get momentum. Taking my risk is now at $500, which is fine. If we bounce back up here, then we'll take the loss. Then we're gonna want to do something else before we, and most probably it will get there. We need to break structure here before this is a protected high. I'm taking a chance here with this momentum. And this was in premium to sell off anyway. So now the target would be to get through here. I would like to see a movement through it, even if we just spike through it, pick me up, and that's it. Come on, sell them, sell them, sell them. Okay, let's see if we can close through that structure there. I'm going to take this fair value gap off. So we've got a fair value gap here. And maybe this holds price now. If we don't, this could be the run this liquidity to inverse that type of fair value gap. Alright, at this point I'm just going to move my stop to break even, yeah. Okay, there we go. And that was a nice trade, guys. I don't know if anybody followed through on this. This could potentially go lower here. Let's just see. Remember yesterday we marked out this level here, 24.71. So I'm going to watch this now and I'll just bring you up to speed here. So this level here has run liquidity there. Consolidation. We formed little, well, this is equal highs up here. So we're in equal lows now. So now I want to see, are we going to break lower before we turn around? But I'm going to look for that long turnaround to target these highs. I mean, we can follow this trade. So everybody can. So that's obviously now your new protected low there. Let's see, this is going to be a breaker structure. Well, we'll see now. We need to wait for the swing point to form. It's always good even after the fact to follow with a trade. I mean, here's a fair bit of gap here. There's a bunch of fair value gaps, so I mean, I'm not going to mark them all out. We'll mark them out as we see price turn around or something. Guys, in this trade that we took here, or what I demonstrated here, there was nothing complicated about it. I tried to keep it as simple. We ran liquidity up here. We break a structure with aggressively consolidate, manipulate into this first fair value gap, and then right at the 50% where smart money will obviously sell. We have liquidity here, liquidity down here. Could enter up here. There's a fair value gap that got inversed. Nice entries at that 50%. And just trade it down. Break in structure, protected low, break in structure, didn't break, pull back into the 50%, and then sell off again. And it's not, I mean, you guys can tell me, in my mind, the breakdown or the way I followed through the trade wasn't complicated. I try to keep it as simple as I can. Maybe if you're new and you don't understand it, it might be overwhelming, but this is why I'm here to obviously help you guys. But yeah, I don't know if anybody had different levels, different ideas, or took a much better trade. Let me know how it went. guys. Keep your heart rate low. All right, so let's talk about your heart rate then. I entered this trade very quickly. Those of you who was here from the beginning, as soon as I saw this big candle here, I drew out liquidity. And obviously I had liquidity and I said I would like to see price go down here first. And when we broke structure here, I entered on this first pullback. And the reason I entered there, I thought, geez, I'll enter one position here and then I can re-enter. I enter one, I forgot to take the other one. And then I obviously took the other one. Gosh, I can't even remember where I took the other one. I took it here in this little fair value gap here. So I entered here and then re-entered here. Would have been great to just re-enter up here, but it's fine. This is telling me we're going somewhere. I took the advantage here. We did pull back deeper because of the range. I don't see any fair value gaps there. So sometimes when I take it down here, it's because I've seen it so many times where there's nothing there. Price comes in and just drops. I don't want to move, lose on that move. So I took it up here and then just manage it to this equal lows. And as you guys can see now, we are moving lower, which is fine. I can tell you guys, this level here is going to be great. So the further this thing runs lower, the bigger opportunity we're going to get to take that run up. I'm just going to go to a 15-minute just to see where are we targeting here. Let's take all of this off. Oh, and so yeah, I don't know if that looks like a bear flag to those who trade it. All right, so we've got this level down here at 23,666. This is equal lows, and it's those two lows there. It's fairly equal. It's in a fair value gap. It's going to be a good magnet if we're going to drop all the way there. If we do, then it's fine. That's going to give us a much better entry down here to take it to these highs up here anyways. And if you look at this liquidity from the PMI yesterday, this high here with that high is fairly equal highs. So let's see. All right, so for now I think we're targeting this area here, which is the 23,666. Gosh, let me take these lights off. So we're done for this. We're done for this, just to keep it clean and see what else we can get. Let's see. All right, how do we differentiate a true reversal compared to just a pullback to go lower? All right, let's take this. A reversal is something like this. You're going to form some sort of a liquidity. There's equal lows down there. You want to see price go in and out very quickly. Sometimes on a 1 minute, that in and out is big candles or 3 candles big, form a fair value gap and inverse that V shape. That's a very good sign. And then obviously you look at break of structure. I knew this was going to be a rotation to the downside because of this aggressiveness, and the aggressiveness followed through taking this break of structure. Now you look for fair value gaps and the midpoint of the range. And obviously if you sell, you want to go in premium above the midpoint. And if it's a long, you look for below the midpoint, which is going to be discount. Now at this point, we're just falling lower. There's nothing here. There's a lot of people that's going to probably jump into these trades. I mean, anybody who trade the ARB strategy today, like I said, remember what I said earlier, the ARB range was from here to Sorry, I was want to show you guys. Oh, to here. Now, I said if we break and close below this break of structure here, which we did, that is a key to sell in this ARB strategy. So how the ARB strategy would have worked from a position perspective, people would have entered here on the retest, put their stops at the midpoint, and then look for a 221. There's your 221. And as you can see, it's falling even further to all of these extensions down here. So that's a good day for anybody who traded the ARB strategy. And through the way we read price action with the break of structures and all of that, we anticipated that anybody who traded that can take a short there. All right, so now for us to see this as a reversal, we have to run some sort of liquidity, and I don't see, I mean, there's liquidity down here. Let's mark it out. There's liquidity there. So we haven't reached that liquidity yet. So, and we've got this fair value gap. And we've got a little gap there. So in order for you to say, all right, is this a reversal or is it a pullback? All right, so we see some aggressive move down. These candles are fairly back and forth, smaller than this momentum. If these white candles were one candle inverse here and closed above this fair value gap, I would have probably think that it could be a reversal, but then again, we haven't touched here, and it's quite normal to reverse before without taking a low like this. And then once you do that, I mean, you could, if you inverse a fair value gap quickly, you don't have to just take the trade. You can wait for a pullback, creating a swing high, break of structure with a protected low, and then enter that way as well. That gives you double confirmation. And as you guys can see, I'm trading it. I'm managing my trades like that, and it works. Right, so let's see. Okay, someone short at 24,101. 24,101 up here. So you short there, you broke structure. Even if you short at 101, I mean, you could actually put your stop. Let's manage. Well, let's do this. There's 101. So I would put my stop at break even now. If you short, I mean, I would really consider taking something off down here, because you don't really know how far you can go. And we could go down all the way to here, then you score one massive trade, which would be great. It depends on where your stop was on this trade anyways. But this thing could run below this low and reverse and go higher. This could be left for someone else or some other time. But yeah, just be careful when you try to target home runs. That's why you guys saw I took a trade and I was out of it. I didn't expect price to run so far, but we also know it could do that. But yeah, it's just the way I trade and I manage my trade. So that's a swing point here. This high and this high, and the middle one, it's higher than both. And that's why we broke structure here. That's a protected high. So my stop would be at break even if I entered up there somewhere. All right, so, okay. 50% of the range. Remember, we took this range from there to there, or down, I don't know, we did a green line. Let's have a look. So you're at 50% now. So you're currently in a bit of a discount. So yeah, just be careful. I can't tell you because I don't know how far the market will drop in a trade. So I'm not in a trade. Okay, now do what? The range from here to here. Yeah, see, this is the other thing. If you take this range, price could come all the way back to your entry point, stop you out, and then continue. But then you probably would want to keep your stop above there if you believe we're going to go lower. All right, so let's trade this trade. Well, I'm saying trade, I'm saying manage. So there's a break in structure. Little fair value gap. We're inversing this fair value gap. So let's see if we pin through it to come lower, because I'm going to watch this low here. But we broke structure here. And this all could be the pullback. We haven't inversed this fair value gap yet. So this could become a new protected low if we break structure down there. Okay, so if you don't know, we're in a position now, we don't know what price is going to do. We don't know, are we going up or are we going down? I'm looking at this, I'm saying, all right, so we inverse, or I need to get different markers for all of these things, just to make it clearer. Well, let's say this one is a red one. So this swing point here, we ran it there. If we close below this, yes, then we go lower. But my worry is we closed above this high, and now we're in this little fair value gap here. So we could possibly go that way. But let's see. I mean, looking at price this way, it's been aggressively dropping, and now it's like slowly pulling back. And that's why I would not deem this as a reversal. I see this as a pullback. And well, let's see. I mean, if we come down here, run this low, and create a setup here to long, that would be where it would make more sense. We sold off, we pulled back, we ran liquidity, and we're rejecting, breaking structure, filling gaps, and all of that. And but then I want to see momentum shift. Right, so we literally ran this little low here. And now if we close above that, I think we might want to push deeper up here. It's all about how the candles close. See, we didn't close above that high. Okay, so now there's momentum pulling up. And see, just like that, you pass your entry now. And this is where things can change completely to go all the way up there. It's a little gap forming here. Okay, there it is in that fair value gap now. And this is your protected low here. Breaker structure moves to this high now. Okay, obviously it's breaking through that. Okay, let's try along here. Okay, let's see if push higher, yeah. Actually, let's see. I'm watching this. Good to see price slice through there. But I mean, if we coming down here, I guess we'll have to take the trade off. This is the breaker structure we'll be looking at. Looks a bit stuck here. See if this big white candle's low can keep price higher. Must say I don't like this trade that I'm in here, so I think if we're gonna see a little bit of a push higher, I might just close it. That is if I'm not getting stopped here first. I just thought we're gonna slice through this quicker because of this fair value gap here that we closed through. And then it didn't happen. I mean, this could be the pullback above 50% to send it lower. If we obviously close below this breaker structure here, that's probably the right thing to short. Or we can pin through it and go higher. See, we pinned there, so we did not break lower yet. Right, is anybody in any trade? Okay, so it looks like we're bouncing from this fair value gap, inversing this little one here. Let's see if we are. Make it yellow just to, if we break there, most probably going to try long again. So this is bouncing off this fair value gap. This is deemed as a very good inverse IFVG My only problem is I want to see this get broken first. Da, 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 da. Okay, so price is deciding different things here. Guys, for those of you who don't know, we are live with our Discord. For those who wants to join, I'll send it in the chat now. Just give me a second. Just give me a second so I can find it. Oh gosh. Okay, so that's the link. Don't know if it will allow me to paste the link here. Alright, so there's the Discord link. Anybody who wants to join the Discord. Alright. Right, so we've been going sideways here on these fair value gaps. There's some momentum to the upside now. Let's see if we're going to close like that. And then maybe take a long here. See how far this can go. Okay, so we inversed, and now it looks like we want to reject, but let's see. Okay, let's see if we can now push to go above here. Oh, it's gonna be silly if it's gonna take me out. Then again, we're stuck between these bloody family gaps. Watch. But let's see. Hopefully this is the low. And the next candle close up here. And this is, guys, when you get a trade and you get a nice setup and you go to a target, you take the money off and that's it, you leave it. Then you wait for the new one. Not like this. This is trying to force a trade now. I mean, it's giving us break of structures and all of that, but I mean, here we ran this low, we inverse, we came back, we break structure. It's a little bit messier. And now we stuck between these two, or these fair value gaps. So let's see if we can get momentum to take us out and not down first and then up. If we go down, then it's fine. It's one of those stupid lessons. So it wants to go, but it doesn't want to go. And this is typical, guys. Nice aggressive move up, trigger everybody in, and then boom, get stuck. And that's exactly how stop runs work. Aggressively move into that area, make everybody believe that's what we're doing, and then pull back, and then nothing. It will bounce after you swing, take this low out. Like that. That's funny. Oh well. I mean, build a little bit of a range, run the high, run the low, back into the range. Yeah. So maybe this is just going nowhere. I'm not going to take any trades further than this. So obviously if this one's out, I'm out. Our first trade was obviously a nice trade. And then trying to force like small trades now is how you basically mess up your profits. Instead of waiting for A+ setups. And the A+ setup, guys, was this low here, waiting for something to run it, to reject it aggressively, break structure and all of that. Not this what I'm doing here. I mean, this is what we got up here, was good. And this is now just dreadful. Okay. I'll show you another reason why this is the wrong trade. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. That one there. See, we on a 15-minute, we obviously ran liquidity, we expanded low, break structure. There's your fair value gap. We went right into it, into the 50%, and now right places to sell lower. So I'm just taking that off there because that's the right move. There's the high, take the high out. So this is consolidation, manipulation, expansion, and now back into this fair value gap here. It's at 50%, and now this is going to be your next target to go lower. That's why it's important to keep an eye on this bloody higher time frames as well. Guys, all right, good catch. Okay, so not breaking structure yet. But that's fine. Okay, so the net is still positive today, but that first trade was the good trade. I mean, this trade here is also a good trade because I want to take all of this out and just to show you. So this fair value gap here, it's running this high. It would have been nice to see a break down, breaking the structure here, a fair value gap to test to take lower. That would have been a nice continuation down. But as you can see, I don't know, going sideways here. I still do believe we might go down lower. Not good price action here though. Alright, so this is the low that we're trying to go through. Any levels that anybody's watching right now? Any levels? Okay, what's your levels today? Let me know. Alright, so we might run this high here. As a liquidity pullback and close down here to sell off. Okay, re-entering shorts at 24,102. Okay, so where's your stop at 147? Okay, so this obviously ran. This predicted high here. So let's see if we can close, break structure here. Okay, 165 is a stop. 165. Okay. And then what's the target? What's the targets? Mm-hmm. 23,900. Okay. All right, so let's see then if we're going to do it. Are we going to get that nice move down, close here, fair value gap, retest, and then short? Macro time in 1 minute. I mean, I don't know if the macro is going to do anything because there's no news and all of that. I think there might be news later from Trump. At 8 o'clock tonight. Right, so in 10 minutes I'm going to hop off and then I'll be back at a PM session. Hopefully we get some good opportunity there to, I'm still aiming for this level here. hopefully by then we have to do down here to go higher. Struggling to break structure to move. Okay, so here we start getting a move now. Okay, let's see if we can take it down here. Come on, push baby, push. There's nothing up here for you to go back. Just go down to these lows. Okay, so we break structure here, so let's see if we're gonna do anything here or ramping up and down. Amazing. That is just amazing. Let's be patient. Patience is the game. It's the name of the game. So that's what we got to do. I want to see price close below here for us to go lower. Then that would be where I'll put my stop. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Yes, sell off. Drop rock like a what, a rock in water or something. Come on, let's do it. Okay, so now we just wait. See, price is obviously not going anywhere fast. We had this drop and now it's like taking forever to do anything. See if we want to close through there and okay, so that's very close. Brought my stop in a bit. Possibly forming a fair value gap here. Nope. Come on, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. Don't want it, sell it. Let's see if this is going to be a new swing point. Push, push, push. There we go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. No pullbacks. Gosh, these pullbacks. Come on, let's see the power of gravity. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm just going to put my stop there at $100. Let's see if we can get through to this bottom. Come on. Come on. Don't you just hate it when prices are so slow and take forever? Okay, so now we're going to go into the new hour. My worry now is that we get a pullback. Maybe that's where we want to go down first. All right, let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, that must be good. is it? I just want to say, gosh, why is it not taking off? All right, so we're up 4,000 for the day, even though we took some losses here. Okay, so that's me. That's it. Those who are still in shorts, be careful. Don't let it run too far. And if it wants to run, yes, but just watch out. Guys, thanks for supporting. Thanks for liking this video. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for engaging. And I'll be back at the PM session 2 p.m. Yeah, thanks again. And I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.